doing, everybody? And welcome to Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day today. It's a beautiful day. It's about 81 degrees. Looks like we're going to get into the um, um, mid 80s, high 80s before, and then it looks like we might get some rain this week. So, anyway, folks, it's Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino in the house. It's Tuesday, November 17th, and we're all ready for a good time. How are you doing today, Carol?
September 17th, not November.
September. What did I say? October?
November.
It's November.
No.
It's,
Holy
I'm
shit.
lost. I'm lost, ladies and gentlemen, completely lost. That's what happens when you get up too early to go fishing. All right, September 17th, Twisted Tuesday, Carol Brindolino. It's showtime. Let's go to work. Boop, boop. Just when you thought it was safe, here we are, folks. Thank you, Dino Manzella from Seventh Heaven. It's Ocean's Pit, and I'm having a great day. Carol, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I actually wrote down a lot of positive things.
Good. We're both.
To look for them, but you know what? They're there if you look for them. But
they're there. You have to look through some stories. But like I said, it is what it is. So we're gonna have a good day today, as we do every Tuesday on Twisted Tuesday. Let's get right to Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norges Plains, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, and Mesa, Arizona. Take advantage of the Auto Key program at all their stores. They program and car cut keys up to 50% less dealership. Visit their helpful hub to speak to a certified team member. And guys, you got that 50% off all lawn and garden decor, patio sets. Get it now. Grill your ace off. That's all you got to say. Get 20% off any grill purchase. That's our friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. And let's sell some houses. Buy some houses. Mary Grievous, buying or selling Chicagoland area, the perfect real estate professional. Whether you're putting a home on the market or looking for a dream home, give her a call today. It's that simple, folks. It's Mary Grievous at Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate. mgrievousstarkre.com, or call her at 630-688-1725. Mary will take care of you. And if you're going to buy a house, then, folks, why not also book the Chicago Music Cruise 2025, which is happening March 22nd to March 30th, 2025 on the Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas. It's 8 days, spring break, water, ocean on the ocean. It's going to be a lot of fun. Fort Lauderdale, Carousel, Aruba, and Coco Key, Bahamas, with a lot of great entertainment, folks. But, of course, Tony Ocean, the main event band, Hillbilly Rock Stars, Jersey Girls, Mojo's Jukebox, and, of course, Seventh Heaven. A lot of fun. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com, put in Tony Ocean, or call Mary at 630-688-1725 and say, hey, I want to go on a cruise with Ocean on the ocean, and you can join us, having a lot of fun. It is Twisted Tuesday here with my good friend Carol Brandolino. Carol, I'm telling you, I had a great time seeing you and your family Sunday at the St. Jude's benefit at the Civic Center. Carl Doty did it again, and unbelievable. I talked to him yesterday, and I guess they raised, here it is, drum roll, please, if I got it right, $50,993 they raised for St. Jude's benefit. And last year was it was 48 or 41 or 46.
He said, I think it was an $8,000 difference from last year. That's huge. I mean, they had close to 600 people there. They added tables the last few days because people were calling and wanting to get in. And of course, you don't want to turn anybody away. So, yeah, no, he amazes me. And him going around on his scooter, that was the smartest thing I've ever seen, ever.
Yeah. I love that too. The
Yeah.
weather was great. The food was great. Jimmy's Hot
Beautiful.
Dogs, Pizza Boy Pizza. They had some beefs. They had so much food. They had tamales. They had ice
Oh,
cream. And then, of course, you had soft drinks and wine and beer and the great entertainment. John Anthony, Ronnie B. Elvis and Deborah, Regina Karma, the Ocean's Rat Pack, Stephanie Lemonberger, of course, and Ken Madoff, Tony Napolitano on drums. It was just a great, great, great day. And you know what? The weather was
really
great. And I just told him one thing: next year I'm not wearing a suit.
no, 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 you guys, I don't know. The men I felt sorry for that were in any kind of suit or suit jacket because it was like 90 degrees, but the tents were nice and a nice breeze under the
Yeah,
tent for sure.
you can't.
But I have to say, I ate, and then I still ate when I got home that night. And then the next day I ate leftovers. I am like I'm detoxing from food. But it was so awesome. Got to see everybody, met a lot of people I still haven't met.
Yeah,
Um, it's just so nice to put faces to the names. And I danced my ass off. I have to say something. I don't know what my deal was. I could not like I had a broken toe, big toe a couple years ago. And they can't do anything for that.
right,
It
right,
wasn't
right,
even
right.
sure, but it was broken, but I know it was. So I really can't wear like certain shoes I'd love to wear now, but it was fine. Everything was good until my heels were maybe this big, not at all, but I danced for 5 hours almost. I just couldn't stop. You guys, all the music was so good, and you're
Yeah,
in such a good mood. And everyone there was just, you're surrounded by people having a good time. It was just contagious. So now I have like a broken toe again, so I have to wear flat sandals
got to get back to
everywhere.
non-dancing for a little bit, but it was good having the also Patrice and the honey. All about six or
Oh,
seven
they're
honey
so
bears
nice.
were there,
Yeah.
which was great. And me and
Yeah.
Sonny taking a picture with the nuns. That was the best part of
Oh,
the whole day.
that's perfect.
Uh,
That was
we,
a good one. That was
That
a
was
good one.
very, very good. Kip Peterson, LaFew, Anthony Napolitano, great job Sunday, buddy. Ricky Stokes, Bella, what's up? Bella Nozak, Frankie, great seeing you guys there. Kathy Eppolito, Dennis, Double T, Tony Toto, buddy. Next year, we're going to have the Tony Ocean and the main event band as well as Ocean's Rat Pack. So that's going to be
Nice.
a lot of fun as
That'll be
well.
awesome.
It is Twisted Tuesday. It's a lot of fun, and that's what we're here. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about, a lot of fun. Busy week. Tomorrow will be a Village Pub in North Riverside, a 7 o'clock hit. Me and Jerry Jams. Thursday, Are We Live? Gigi's Are We Live in
Oh,
Burritt.
nice. Okay.
Yeah, with Jerry Jams at 7 o'clock. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Double T, Tony Toto. And Saturday, we're making our debut at the Hard Rock Cafe Casino in Gary, Indiana, with the main event band, 9 to 11, Regina Karma, Daryl Armenstad, Danny Ramundi, Tony Toto, and
Oh
Jerry
my
Jam.
God.
It's going to be a hell of a fun.
It's a
Carlo
cool
Joseph,
place.
I just left you. We went fishing this morning, folks.
Did you
We
catch
went over to
anything?
no, well, we went to Freddy's, famous Freddy's. I got permission from Jim Early to fish off the pier there. You're not allowed to. We didn't catch
Okay.
anything. Then we went to another park. There was nothing there. We went to the McHenry Dam. He caught a striper, and I caught a blue a baby smallmouth bass.
Okay.
So it was okay. So we were up at 5:30 in the morning. So it was just it's tough. So I'm beat. I can't wait to just relax today, which is fun. A
I
lot of
have to
things.
give you props. Unless
Yeah,
somebody's put a gun to my head
go
to
ahead.
get up at 5 in the morning to go do something like that. I don't know how you do it just because you enjoy it, but that's awesome to have a hobby that you love that
Yeah.
much.
Well, and like in the wintertime now, folks, then I start painting my models again. I've got over 700 models. I paint them, I build them.
That's
This is the
so
guy from Star Trek. I got Jaws, Dracula, Three Stooges. I'm working on a lighthouse now, and then I've got the man with a guillotine. So cutting somebody's head off. So
so
these
they
are,
come all white. They come
yeah,
all just clear white.
plastic white.
Plastic white.
Not whatever, or you can get them in resin, where they're harder, and
Like
then
a
you buy the
plaster,
paint.
maybe.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
plaster, and then you glue
Yeah.
them together. The plaster always comes mostly they're like the heads, so they're already just come out of the package, and you just got to paint
Yeah.
them. But then I've got my collection here, which is I don't.
That is
It's like a little kid's room,
that is so
So
cool though. I got to show you something though. This is speaking of little figures. So my daughter always gets the best gifts. Always. Like she's just the best gift giver. So she had to wait for my birthday gift to come in. I didn't know what a Funko Pop was. Do you know what a Funko Pop is?
Wait a minute. Isn't it a thing that comes in a box, right?
Yeah.
And it's
So
a figure.
let me show you this. Look at the name. So it came in
Did you
this
say
box.
Carol Brandolino?
It says Carol Brandolino. So she created this Funko Pop, and here she is. She's got a black purse.
What happened with how did you get gray hair out of that?
Well, it's light brown.
Is that supposed to be you?
It's me. It's a light brown. I think it's light brown. I don't know. Well, maybe that's before I go and get my stuff done. But so this is what she got mad about. So she got a dog because we have Bella, or not Bella. Oh my God, Bella was our old pit bull. Oh, I love Bella. She's here with me. Xena,
we got a Bella too. We got a Bella too.
Yeah. Bella. Yeah. So she was Bella Bambina. We called Bella. We had for many years a pit bull, and then this is Xena, the warrior princess, but she's a pit bull. So this little guy came, and Eliana goes, "What the hell?" She goes, "I told him black. I wrote black dog. It's black. It's not gray." She goes, and it
looks like a Martian. Right here. You sure it's a dog? It looks like a rat.
It's tiny little thing. But anyway, she goes, "Look, she's got black on and she's got her little black purse." But anyway, I thought it was the coolest thing that my name was on the box. So now I got a Funko Pop. And I thought it was just the cutest thing. I'm going to put it back in the box. She goes, "You need to be careful because the legs are going to fall."
Well, you know what? My son Tony collects those, and he collects like the movie ones of the athletes. So every now and then when we go to them. Yeah, he's got tons of them, and it's a big thing. A lot of people collect them, and you keep them in the little plastic box. I don't own any because I didn't get into those, but my son Tony has a whole basement full of those stuff, and he likes, he's got the Joker, he's got different basement. Yeah. So it's another thing for people to collect and put more shit and more stuff into your house. Right? Yeah, that's all you need. Yeah. Jerry Jams, what's up, buddy? Nina Terry, hi, Gina Strip. Mike pronounce Strip.
Yep, that's my friend Gina. Right. Yeah, we're going on Friday. We're going Friday to that. Remember, I told you that event. It's going to be Friday in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Good. You're going to have a lot of fun on that. You're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a great turnout. Take some good pictures.
Oh, I'm going to try it. I gotta clean out my phone because it's full. I couldn't even take pictures at St. Jude toward the end of the day. My phone was full, no memory. So I was asking other people to take pictures and send them to me like an idiot. But I got a lot of nice videos and pictures. But I really hope to be able to talk to somebody. So I'm very excited about it. Very excited.
It's going to be a good event. You're going to have Tucker Carlson is great too. Yeah. Another guy I listened to, which is fantastic, is Dan Bongino. Oh, Bongino. Wow, is this guy good?
So good. And he's an ex-military or service. Was he a military? I
thought he was an ex-Secret Service guy too.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He's amazing.
And we'll talk a little bit about some of that stuff that's coming up. Absolutely. Helen Tenuta, great seeing you, my dear friend, Richard Hamlin. You're watching Ocean Spit. It is Twisted Tuesday on the 17th of September. 17th, if I've got that right. Okay, what do we got here? A couple things. Let's see. Boy, oh boy. Dakota and his lovely wife from Las Vegas, 9 years they're together. God bless them. You can't beat that. Being together that long, that's great. I wish I could read some of my writing because I write so fast. That's the bad part. Rick Steves. Did you ever follow Rick Steves, the travel guy on PBS?
I don't know by his name. What does he do?
He goes to all these different. Hold on, excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I think the pool guy's ready to put the cover on. Anyway, he was a travel guy on Channel 11 and PBS, and he took you all over different parts of the world, how to travel, how to spend money, how to save money on these trips. He's been around for a long time. I've been watching him. He just was announced that he's got cancer. I don't know to what level it is, but I hope it's like Jesus. It's crazy as it is.
Yeah, it's rampant. Unfortunately, it's scary. It definitely is.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I didn't get the chance to do that. Also, I want to thank Carl Doty because we had Mama D's bread loaves.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
Yes. and they were selling for $6 a piece or 2 for 10, and they sold out.
Yeah,
They
I couldn't
sold
find
out.
it. I wanted to get to taste it, and I was gone. I was
But you
like,
know what?
damn,
Yeah. So Carlos says we got to put a double order in for next year. So
that's
that was
awesome.
cool, representing
Love
Mama D, which was very nice.
That's
It
so
was a good
nice.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Tito Jackson has passed away, one of the Jackson Five.
I saw that last night. He's 70 years old. I wasn't sure if it was true or not. I was trying to, double check it, but I guess it's true.
Yeah, so he's died. Also, Herman Dies. Horrible. That's his name. Dies. He was in the TV show The Sopranos. Also, he was in Goodfellas. If you remember, you want to see helicopters. That guy there dies at the age of 76 years old. I mean, they're just dropping like flies. You know what I mean?
I hear 76, and for me to say that's not old. I mean,
No.
the older people, I'm like, that's not that old, I don't know. You know what I did? I saw remember the show you talked about for quite a while? You found it on, I don't know if it was Prime Video or Netflix, Gravesend.
Isn't it great?
Yes.
I told you.
I watched the whole thing. Bobby, he said something about it, and I go, that had to be the one that Tony was talking about. And we put it on, I put it on and literally watched it in 2 days. 2 days. Now I'm like foaming at the mouth, waiting for season 2 to come out. I love it.
2. Yeah. I mean, it was great. Andrew Dice Clay's in it. William Forsythe's in it. Armand Asante. William Dafoe.
Vic DiVittetto even showed up in it. You know who Vic
right. I like William DeMeo is the star of the show. And it's exactly like The Sopranos, but it's in New York instead of New Jersey.
And Chaz Palminteri. And you know what? So when I was looking at the credits, I saw, the two younger, well, there's some young people in there, but the main characters, the girl, her last name is Palminteri. I wonder if that's Chaz's daughter. I wanted to find out. And then there's a DeMeo, the kid that plays the cousin, the nephew of that one guy. He came in later. His last name is DeMeo. So I wonder if he's related to William.
Probably from the star. Also, Big Pussy makes an appearance. The Sopranos is in it. And they got Johnny Sacks going to be going on for the next season. So
you got to watch Gravesend, guys. You got to watch Gravesend.
Even the beginning, the song "Down to New York," it almost has that Sopranos type. What you call it?
Very good.
It's called Gravesend, folks. Gravesend, Richard. It's actually a town or a suburb, a borough in New York.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, I found him on Facebook too. I was that guy William DeMeo. He's. People now, I didn't know who he was before. I didn't.
He's been around a long time playing small parts, but it's it's spelled.
Great part.
Is it Gravesend?
Yes, Gravesend. Yep.
Graves, like graves where you get buried at, and end.
Yep.
Check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Boyd. Oh, okay. Happy anniversary to Ron and Deborah out there, or Deb from our friend Boyd. Happy anniversary. Also. Good news here, folks, if you want to call it good news, but P. Diddy.
Oh, saw that too.
P. Diddy, finally, the feds got P. Diddy. I'm sure he's going to be in a nice cell with R. Kelly with the pedophile list that he, whatever he's been doing, sex trafficking, whatever he's been doing. And a lot of celebrities are on that list. A lot of politicians are on that list. Let's see if he squeaks.
Listen, you know how they say, oh, I didn't do it, and they're just trying to look. I'm sure there's plenty. I know there's a ton of women out there, that have been with a lot of these famous men. Listen, like we always talk about the casting couch. You lay in it, you make your bed, you lie in it. That's that you made your decision, right? But here's the thing: they have video from like 2016 of P. Diddy assaulting his, I think, then girlfriend. He was kicking her and dragging her, in a public place. Listen. When the people have that much money, they think that they're obviously above the law. This happened how long ago? And he's still revered. This guy who was kicking a woman and dragging her in public. Are you kidding me? Anyway, he's going to get his just desserts now. His karma is coming around, right?
It was even an article. I see, not an article, something on Facebook. I don't know if it was true or not. This was something that him and Obama even used to hang out. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes out of this P. Diddy trial. Look how long it took for R. Kelly to get arrested and put away. So it's
Yeah.
going to be interesting to see what happens.
Here, listen, the elite are the most disloyal people I will ever tell you, I will ever say. And here's the thing, I just thought this. The elitist, all these elites, right, in Hollywood, they hung out with all the people, even with Trump, back in the day before he
Yeah.
was a president, way before they loved him. I mean, they hung out with him. They wanted to be the who's who, they had all
Right.
great things to say. The second something happens, man, they will turn your back on a second, like they didn't even know whoever the people are, and then they want to distance themselves. But the thing is, guess what? Paparazzi been around a long time. There's pictures and videos everywhere. So that's going to come back and bite you in the ass. These elite.
That's going to be,
elite.
yeah. Remember
Yeah.
what we always say on this show, karma has no calendar.
Nope.
And it's going to come back. Also, a 56th wedding, a happy anniversary, my good friend Rosemary and Seymour.
Oh,
56.
I love them.
How
God
about
bless.
that?
They're
56
so
years.
nice. Yep.
And of course, we talked about the Bears losing, folks. What a disgrace. 7 sacks, Caleb Williams. But on the other side, Justin Fields, who the Bears got rid of, is 2-0. Won the first 2 games with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That just goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, when you play in Chicago, you're always bad. The minute you leave Chicago, you go to another team, you win, and blah, 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 blah. They have no front line. They have no offense. It's been their problem for years. Who gets sacked 7 times?
Well, that's what I was just going to say. I don't know. I don't pretend to know shit about sports. I know the basics for sure. I know the basics, but you're only as good as the team around you. And that goes with life. Listen, it's a team effort in life, family, marriage, relationships, kids. Like, you're only as good as the team around you. You can have an arm and throw, 150 yards, but guess what? If, the line in front of you isn't blocking these people, they're going to sack you before you can throw that 90-yard pass or whatever. So you're only as good as the team around you.
Right. And we've been saying this over and over, and I think a lot of people agree with me on this. The McCaskies have got to go and bring in some people that knows football, and because it's a Chicago team, they should be on the top.
Mm-hmm.
They're all talking and never get the job done. Thank you, Dennis, my good friend from Lake Geneva. So it's crazy. And they said if they would have had Patrick Mahomes, with the offensive line they have, he would have got killed too. It's just the Bears. They just have to, even the defense didn't even do that great, and they got a good defense. So it's got to change. Twisted Tuesday, Carol Brandolino, folks, here. That's right. Let's talk about my good friends, Airtight Windows. If you're looking for windows and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. If you're looking for honesty, quality, dependability, do it right with Airtight. Been serving the Chicagoland area for 35 years. Do it right with Airtight. Call Louis Pipes at 708-788-5000. And tell them Tony O sent you here on Ocean's Pit. Buy local, shop local. That's what it's about. And so, you never know. Jeff Hunt, what's up, my brother? Ever since George passed, they haven't been shit. Good point there. Good point there. Jeff Hunt from Seventh Heaven, part of the crew over there. Great guy. So it is just nuts. It was great seeing Bobby in the tracksuit. Great seeing Bobby Brandolino with the tracksuit. He looked. I love those tracks. I love those. I asked him where he got them. I got a few old ones. I got to get some new ones.
It was 90 degrees. I said, "Are you going on an audition for Gravesend? Where are you going?" It was not. I don't know how hot you had to be in something like that, but okay.
He looked good. And your son was. I even gave him a cigar. He goes, "My mom can't. I can't take it." It was a Cuban.
Ma,
yes.
He comes up to me all like quiet. He goes, "Ma, take this. I go, "What?" He goes, "It's a cigar." He goes, "Tony Ocean gave it to me." I said, "All right, take it easy." I go, "I didn't tell you to light it up and smoke it right here. Take it easy." I said, "It's a gift." I go,
enjoy it. It was a Cuban cigar, so I go, "You better hide it because you can't. It's illegal in the States." Craig Olson, my good, Craig Olson is watching, folks, from In Session, a great bass player with Kim Peterson LaFew. Kim is watching too. Craig says it like everybody else did. Virginia McCaskey has to sell the team to competent owners, and it's true. They've been saying it forever. Crazy as it is, folks. All right. This is something that really interesting. Did you know, Carol,
Hmm.
Chocolate milk is more efficient at energy than most energy drinks.
Really?
I
I did
never
not know
knew that.
that.
I
So is
didn't
it
know
just
that.
because of the sugar in it? I mean, listen, sugar's gonna give you some energy, but you're gonna crash. All those energy drinks, they say they're we know they're terrible for you, but you crash. It's not good for you either. Even cereal, they say it's the worst thing for kids to eat for breakfast. Cereal bars and cereal. You're better
Yeah,
off eating pizza because that sugar high and then you crash by the time what you get to school. Then you're all like lethargic and you know all that sugar. It's just not good for you in general. But
absolutely. Yeah. But
I
chocolate
won't
milk,
buy cereal now.
yeah, yeah. So
um,
right, exactly.
yeah, yeah.
All right, Carol, what do you think? This is why. Do you believe in telling people about your dreams? Do you tell your friends about your dreams? Silence speaks louder than words. Envy often drives people to criticize or undermine what hasn't even had the chance to flourish. The negativity of others can be powerful enough to destroy potential before it even begins. So protect your dreams and goals. Keep them close. Keep them quiet. What do you think?
Uh, from my experience, I'm learning. I'm 51 here, and I'm still learning. But I
We
think
all
I
we
have
all are we all are learning, Carol. We all are.
Yeah. Um, I think you have to be very cautious who you tell because here's the thing. Um, even people you think that are on your side, unfortunately aren't. I have actually opened my mouth. No, no shit. I talk way too much and tell things too because I'm excited about them and I believe in certain things. So I start telling my ideas and then I see my ideas. I've seen so when I think of it, I need to put it out there immediately because I'm telling you the amount of stuff I've thought up or written up, they come out. And of course, it's not people stealing my ideas, but people will steal your ideas and try. I've seen that happen in workplaces where like you come up with a marketing idea or some kind of, and then they bring it up at a meeting. I've literally seen that happen in my
Yeah,
experience.
well,
So yeah,
and
keep
not
your
only
mouth
that,
shut.
yeah, or even something that you're thinking about, or hey, I'm going to go apply for this job. I had a dream that I got it, and next thing you know, someone else applies and gets that job. But it could be
Listen,
for anything, right?
it could
I
be
mean,
for
it,
anything. Yeah, 100%. I think tell who you really, the very select few that you really trust. That's it. I have a few people I know I can trust with certain things and I let them know. But I do have a lot of dreams and I get excited about it and ideas. I even told you because
yeah,
all
yeah,
this stuff
yeah,
just
yeah,
keeps
yeah,
coming
yeah,
to me.
yeah.
But you know what? I'm just going to start doing. I'm just going to start doing instead of just saying. Do you know what I mean? It's like no more. I'm going to stop talking about it. I'm just going to put it into action and see what happens. That's, I think, the best thing because there's a haters, unfortunately, everywhere. So, you know,
Yeah,
I will let them talk
no
about it.
matter what level of life you're on, there are definitely haters, and which
Yeah.
is really sad. You know
Yeah.
what? There's a lot of great guys out there, and like musicians and friends. When they come to my
Hmm.
gigs, I bring them up.
Yeah.
I have them sing.
Yes,
I promote
exactly.
all the people that watch. There's another great entertainer, Felix Greco. What's up,
Mhm.
Felix? You know, I bring them up on stage. It's important, I think, to share that kind of thing. But some
Yeah.
people do not do that. Some people do not do that, and
No. Yeah.
it's sad.
Yeah,
It's
it
sad.
is. Gianni had I have to say, he had his first gig on this past Friday, his first acoustic gig.
How did it
Oh my
go? How
God.
did it go?
It went very well. The night before, I go, hey, like, do you have your playlist? Like, I was up all night. Oh no, can you? Yeah, we talked about it. I said we talked about it 2 weeks ago. We wrote some songs down, but that's it. So I was up typing them in big, big print so we could see. He never did it before. It was at a golf outing for a fundraiser, so it
Yeah.
was nice. A lot of people we did end up knowing there, but it was a big, beautiful golf course out in Morris, and so he did great. I have to say, he did great. He did forget the words to certain things because there were just so many songs that he had on there.
Yes, I do that every night.
But the song selection was so awesome. And once people knew he was 16, because like, look, he wasn't, he was a little wet behind the ears, just a little bit, but he did so well and he talked to people on the microphone. I said, Johnny, tell them you're 16. The second, now by this point, people were ripped. I said, this is your crowd now. This is what you want. I'll get up there and sing right now. I don't give a shit.
There
I
you go.
go,
Right.
this woman came up to him, beautiful woman, beautiful figure, came up to him and she handed him, when he finished the song, a bill. It was one bill. And he went, oh, thank you. And he goes, Oh, his eyes. He goes, oh my God. I thought this was a, Gianni, I thought this was a 20. He goes, oh my God. He goes, I thought this was a 50. And I'm like, well, what the hell did she give him? She gave him $100 bill, right? And she said, follow your dreams and you keep doing what you're doing. It takes everything to get up here and do what you're doing. You're doing great. She was so awesome. Then another guy gave him $50. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, cha-ching. I was like, I'm ringing up your manager, your momager, right? Bobby he carried all his equipment,
10% for the manager, 10% for the roadie.
Right. Yeah, but it was a really good first acoustic gig. And now we know he had 7 people ask him for a business card. It asked him if he does house parties. How cool is that? I mean,
that's how it starts. That's how it starts. You keep, you know what? You and Bobby keep pushing him because you know what? He's a natural. He's got a good look. He's got a good wit to him. He could be very good. And he's got mom and dad like you to thank because you guys got that. Both of you have that personality. And that's a kid. That's fantastic. All right, listen to this. Interesting. Boy, I didn't think that's possible, but maybe it is. Let's see. Oh, no. See what happens. Let's see. I pushed the wrong button and something always happens. Here you go. Dedicating one lazy day per week can reduce stress and muscle tension, decrease risks of depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. We might have talked about this before. Do you believe, though, on one of your days off, is it possible just to say, and just don't do anything?
Yeah, I think you need
I wish I could, but I can't.
No, I'm not good at, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely not good at it, but I do know when it's time to check out, you have to just unplug. I know I have to because right now, like last week, I do have to say this too. I do feel bad. And I usually don't not apologize for whatever, but last week I had at least 3 people call me after the show on Tuesday. Yeah. My friends that will be honest with me. And they're like, what is your problem? You lost your shit. I go, no, I didn't. And they said, my friend said, do you have one of those blood pressure machines? I was like, no, do you? She's like, yeah, I have to have one because she does have high blood pressure. Yeah. She goes, you need to go to the doctor. She goes, I said, all right, I'm sorry. You know what? I got heated. But that's when I know, okay, it's time to take a step back.
Yeah, wait a minute. But sometimes, look.
I have to unplug for a minute because much.
But sometimes that happens. People do that all the time. The only reason why we get it because we're public here.
Yeah.
How many people probably do that at home or when something happens? It is what it is. We have to try.
I feel bad. I wasn't trying to be like nutty, and I know people come on and have a good time, and so I'm unplugging for a minute and just trying to focus on some of the better stuff because there's unfortunately this is for real a very important story right now, but in Joliet and right now there's a rash of all these threats online of getting schools shot up. Okay. I mean, it's been going on since last Friday. There was a lockdown at the high school Gianni used to go to. He's now going to a different one in the same district here downtown. But when I say the stuff that these parents are screenshotting from their kids' Instagrams and stuff, the stuff that these kids are saying they're going to do and shoot up schools and this and that. And I know the police are taking it seriously, but here's the deal. At the end of the day, I don't want to hear if it was credible or not credible. Listen, to me, if you go online and you are putting on this stuff saying specific days, specific schools, they're going to get shot up, all right, because they're having these made up accounts. When they do find them, because I think they arrested a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old girl. That was going to be one of the stories. I think you're right. They arrested a boy and he had a date and he had a kill. They called it a kill list. Kill list. He had a kill list. Hold on, I'm trying to find this here. Here you go. Listen to this. Okay. Florida boy arrested. Okay. Per walked and thrown in jail after bragging about a kill list and showing off an arsenal of weapons. Florida doesn't mess around. Every time we make an arrest, your kid's photo is going to be put out there. We're going to come and get you. He's a 14-year-old kid. He had a kill list. It's a felony. They have to they arrest him. Felony. Listen. they have to be immediately removed from the school setting. And on top of that, then what they need to do is have a mandatory evaluation, mandatory mental health evaluation immediately. I don't care. Look, I hope my kids would never do anything that stupid. You know what I mean? Just because it's not a joke, it's not a prank. That's not funny. There's people being killed daily at school shootings, and you know how vulnerable the kids are. My daughter hasn't been to school now. They went on e-learning yesterday because that was one of the schools. Today she didn't want to go. She was scared to death. She goes, I'm not going to be able to focus. So she already has anxiety as it is, right?
Sure,
All
sure.
these moms are posted, well, there's a school board meeting tonight, and I blasted it out there. I blasted it in the moms groups, and I think there's going to be a ton of people that show up tonight at the board meeting because
And there should, and there should be.
Yeah, it has to be, because like I'm afraid now to send. Gianni told me today that he saw some kid walk in the hallway with a bulletproof vest on. Listen, I don't know if that's true, but listen, at the end of the day, if you're that scared to go to school, what has happened to us? I think we're like at ground zero right now. Like, come on, school is school. You know what I mean? You should need to be able to go to school and learn, be afforded in education.
Well, that's where they're coming at, and you know, it's crazy. Craig Olson, you were right. We were both a little crazy. We were about to both have heart attacks, so we promise it won't happen again. Also, watching, I got to interrupt us, guys. Upa from Greece, Nick Sahajas is on the air. He's watching Nick, and there he is in Greece, and he's turning in to watch the show. So Upa up there in Greece, Nick and Phyllis. God bless you guys. I hope you're having a great vacation and getting to learn more of your roots out there.
Everybody a kiss for me. Enjoy.
Oh, that's a fiddler. Sorry, wrong. Hope you meet Zorba out there. Anyway,
Zorba.
Oh, you were talking about social media, guys. Said this on the news. Yep. They've been saying it for a long time. Maybe you guys can help here. Maybe you guys can help with it. Said on the news, if the Chinese don't sell TikTok to an American company by January 2025, it will be banned in the United States of America. They've been talking about this for about 2 or 3 years. The deadline now is supposedly January 2025. I mean, there's a lot of social media. We say it's good and bad. It can be used for a lot of great things. We all use it for good things. I don't use TikTok. I have nothing about it. My family's on it. My kids are on it. They're on it for recipes and stuff. But there's a lot of shit out there, folks, on TikTok too.
You know what? It creates. I'm not going to kid you. My friends are calling me, tell me this, don't do that. Go to your car and don't pull the handle. It's like mass paranoia. I want to be knowledgeable, but I don't want to be that paranoid about. That's what they're doing with these school shootings. Of course it's happening, but this is scaring the crap out of me. I'm constantly reading. I was up all night. These moms are petrified. Obviously, parents are petrified to bring their kids to school. It's terrible. Wanting to go to e-learning and wanting to, go to online learning, right? Homeschooling.
Sure.
It's sad when you're getting to that point. They need to just they have to make the kids accountable and the parents accountable too, to a point, if they're that young.
I mean, the kids want to go to school. They want to learn. Most 90% of the kids want to go to school. Right. They want to learn. They want to go interact with the other kids. Yeah. Recess and whatever the hell, lunch together, and after school activities to get to know each other. And when you get threats like this, you don't even want to go to school, let alone do anything else.
No, and here's the thing too. Like when they say it's non-credible, what do you mean by not credible? I know. Okay, did you find the person who it was? You went to their house. You looked for guns, right? I wouldn't call that not credible. There was the kid that shot up people in Georgia last month. So for a year ago, he did this. He did a threat. Put a threat. They found who he was. They checked whatever. They looked into his situation, and it was considered non-credible, I guess. They might have had a red flag on him, but after time passes, it gets less strict. Well, then the guy last month kills 4 people, 2 teachers, 2 students. Listen, once you put that stuff out there, you're a red flag. I'm sorry. End of story. You've got to get they have to do mandatory evaluations and get them out of the school. Get rid of them and put them somewhere else and teach them, because no one should have to be afraid to go to school like that, or parents to send their kids to school. I mean, at this point, it's terrible. It's terrible.
And you know what? And it hopefully doesn't get worse, but it's just crazy the way it is. And let's just keep an eye on that, folks. Like I said, if your kids come home and there's something,
Here's something, say
report
something.
it. Report anything you see. Report it.
Yep.
You're watching Ocean's Pit Little Show about big things, folks. We have to go to another sponsor. How about it, my good friend Jack Vena Landscaping, folks? Ooh, you gotta love Jack. Yeah, my good buddy Jack Vena. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring and fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design, service, installation, and now they offer fall gutter cleanup, which is very important now in the fall. Servicing the North Shore for 44 years, over 44 years. Call my buddy Tommy at 847-432-5266, and Danny Maggi from Armando's Supermarkets. Buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin. Great seeing him and Robin and her mom at the St. Jude's benefit. And Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. Talking about school, talking about all the, it just said it's got to be very difficult to be a child in this day and age with all the crazy shit going on. I don't know if there's that many positive role models out there.
You know what? I said this to Gianni this morning. What really sucks is I feel sorry for students and I feel sorry for the teachers and administration because they didn't sign up for this. Like police officers, when you go to be a police officer, you're signing up for being prepared to have to use weapons and to use them on somebody, protect. Like you're signing up for that. You know what you're going, you've been trained for it. Teachers aren't signing up for that. Teachers are signing up to teach. They want to be there to teach kids. Kids are not signing up to go have to pull out. But here's the thing I don't understand. If people do go to this school board meeting tonight, I plan on going. I think a lot of people are showing up. Really, I feel like I just blasted it. But there was a lot of interest. Is why are you not having retired military, retired vets, like armed in schools so you have a fighting chance? God forbid somebody does get in, or you go past the metal detector. Like a lot of these kids are saying, there's metal detectors there in these high schools, at least these out here. And some of them go through, some don't. It's like, it's random. So it's like, they're not all going through, So why not have retired vet? That's
funding, their money.
Do you know how much funding public schools get? Because I know now, I see grants now. Okay. This is the sickening part. Find out and see what the higher ups at the school districts are making, guys. It's public knowledge. Look at their salaries. Look at their benefits. When you start seeing that and you see that they pay $15 an hour for school security, $15 an hour for school security, and they basically tell them not to get involved. I don't understand.
Like even at the airport security back in the day before 9/11 and all that. There you go, right through, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's when you're paying them $12 or whatever. What do they care? It's a paycheck. They're just looking to get through the day.
Right.
And they just want to get
through. Put your life on the line for $15 an hour. I mean, come on. That's insane to me. It's insane.
Well, and look, I like that, Richard. If you can send billions of dollars to Ukraine, we can invest in our children's schools.
100%.
We talk about that. Children's schools, the veterans, the homeless. That's where you should be spending your money on. And I think a lot of people agree with us on that. And no matter what side of the fence you're on. Right. You know what? This is something that I found interesting too, and I'm sure if you guys too. We were talking, like I said, we weren't going to talk too much politics, and we're still not going to. But like I said, I had to mention the second attempt on Donald Trump yesterday. Yeah. But here's something, guys, that there's some indication that shows both Butler, the shooter, and yesterday's shooter both appeared in BlackRock TV commercials. The likelihood of that being random is impossible.
Right.
We're both on those commercials, folks.
Yeah. What are they encouraging people to go out and do this?
What chances? I mean, it is crazy. They got to do something. I know Governor Ron DeSantis is going to have his own
investigation probably. Right. And he should. How was the guy? He was out there for like 10 hours, they said, or something. Or
how did he get there? It's former President Donald Trump's golf. How did they find out where he was at? And it's just crazy. Could there be a leak in the Secret Service?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, just restructure it completely. Listen, just like start new, start fresh, read detail.
Well, and no matter what side of the fence you're on here, no matter what side of political fence you're on, this is something that if it was even the other case, say if it was even Harris,
of course,
or Joe Biden, and something was happening that was all connecting together, people would be freaking out about it. I can't believe that I'm going to say this to you guys right now. If this is true, but Elon Musk, it's on his page if you watch it on Twitter. Breaking news, Hillary Clinton suggests jailing Americans for posting misinformation. Now, wait a minute.
Okay.
This could be good. If someone posts something on these pages, because you see a lot of it on social media, whatever side you're on.
Yeah.
If it ends up that it's not true, somebody should be accountable for that, especially, and I don't care for Hillary Clinton. I think she's the worst human being. There's a few of them, and we all know that. I don't need to go back into it. But a one-on-one with Hillary Clinton, this is something that she said on the Rachel Maddow show, and suggesting jailing Americans for posting misinformation. That should be the same thing if it's a news channel.
Absolutely, or more. I mean,
or media, or those rag magazines or whatever. If it's not true. But the problem is, excuse me, some of the stuff that's said, there is element of truths in there, but they just don't get the whole.
It's loopholes. It's loopholes. Yeah, like what's her name? When Kamala said she was at the border or she was somewhere, at January 6th, remember we talked about it. She was there that day, maybe in the morning. Just her saying I was there is not a lie. It's just to elaborate on it. When, how long, stuff like that. Those are loopholes, and that's how people work that.
Maybe, and like I said, even in this show, if you say something that's blatantly not true, I think, what, hey, there should be something said, and it makes a lot of sense. So we'll see if anything happens with that. Nemo, how you doing, my friend? Professional ways to say there's a mistake or I made a mistake.
Oh, okay.
Professional ways. Are you ready, folks?
Okay.
Some people would say,
I only know the
fucking wrong. Okay,
I fucked up. That's what I say. I fucked up.
There's other ways. Here are the professional ways, ladies and gentlemen, to say there's a mistake.
Okay.
I've noticed an error. We seem to have encountered a mistake.
Okay.
There appears to be a discrepancy.
Okay.
I identified an inaccuracy.
Okay.
It seems that there's a misstep.
Mm-hmm.
There's an oversight that needs addressing.
Okay.
I believe there's a fault in this. We've come across an issue that needs rectifying.
Okay.
It appears there might be an error. And there's there's something. So basically, they're all saying the same thing, but there are better ways of saying, hey, you're fucking wrong. No,
I am not professional. I am just not professional. That's what this whole just showed me, that I am very much not professional when it comes to things like that, because that's not how I say it.
Interesting. Now, here's something. Let's break a little laughter here, guys. This is interesting. Interesting. And I think you and Bobby are this way. I know me and Laura are this way. Craig Olson, I like it. I like Craig and Boyd's when they post stuff. The First Amendment will prevent any prosecution for misinformation except for hate speech. Okay. There you go.
Okay.
So maybe they need to tighten it up
a little bit. Yeah, because the misinformation is a problem. Yeah.
Okay. This is a little fun. Making fun of each other can be a married couples. Making fun of each other can be a playful and bonding experience in couples' relationship, as long as it's done with mutual respect and understanding. Studies suggest that couples who engage in playful teasing, make fun of each other in a lighthearted way, often report higher levels of relationship satisfaction and happiness. I believe that when you bust each other's balls, even your friends, Sammy Davis said, when they asked when Rat Pack on stage and Frank and Dean used to give him putts all the time, he goes, I love all that, the minute you need to stop worrying, when they stop
Yes.
joking with you.
100%. Yep, I agree. I have to. That's my nature. And I see it in my kids and it pisses me off because they do it to me. And then I'm like, I get pissed off and I'm like, well, this is what I reap what I sow. I mean, like
Yeah.
Eliana will come out and say it. Where do you think I got that from? And I'm like, well, I guess you're right.
Like when a lot of my buddies that I hang with out, could we take their nationality and we always call them by their nicknames? Like my buddy Dennis the Mick.
Yeah,
I'll say
yeah.
Dennis the Mick.
Right.
He'll
Yeah.
say Tony. Oh, hey, how you doing, Wappy? How's the
Yeah,
Wap?
oh God, nowadays.
And we got different,
Right.
yeah. So Jimmy the Pollock, and I got friends like that, and we talk
Right.
like that to each other all the time.
Exactly. Well,
Even
that's
even
what's
we have
missing.
a friend of ours named I wouldn't say his name, but they call him the Nazi because he's German, but doesn't necessarily mean that. But it's a
Right.
joke, you know what I
It's a
mean?
joke. Yeah.
So,
It's a joke.
especially when we're all sitting around watching a game or we're playing cards or always, jabbing each other.
Yeah.
And it's all in fun. I think that's
Yeah.
cool. Like, me and my wife do that to me all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to.
I think
I
it's a
have
lot of fun. Yeah, I think it's very important. It does make things happier. When you have more years behind than you ahead of you, you think about life differently.
Yes. 100%. I mean, I know I started thinking like that a little while, short while back, but yeah, it definitely becomes a perspective. It's worthy and it's important because if they say live every day to the fullest, right? If you start making
Yeah.
those little changes right now, you'll see a difference. I mean, I try, it's not easy, believe me, but if you stop yourself every once in a while, like last week when I did, I'm like, okay, enough's
Okay,
enough.
listen, you apologize. I
I'm
apologize.
just saying,
You
you
did it.
just know,
All right.
you
Don't
don't
be
want
so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself.
No,
Look,
I'm not.
the reason
But
why
I
I
don't
believe,
feel like that.
listen, the reason why I believe some people who do watch this show, and if they don't even, and I know that for a fact, that even if they don't believe in our political views, it's those that were from the heart and we're humble and
Right.
we make fun of each other. We make fun of ourselves.
Yeah.
And we're real. And I think that's why people still watch the show. Bobby Brandolino, one of my best friends, Tom, the mechanic, when I mention him, some of my friends, they think he's a safe cracker. That's the auto mechanic. So there you go. Right? Yeah. So you like busting balls.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you, Boyd. And thank you guys. You guys always come up with some good stuff here. And like I said, how do you pronounce this? Because I butcher everything, Carol. Is this Inomins or Idomins? Idioms. Are you frozen? Carol, you are frozen. Uh-oh. Carol Brindolino is frozen right now, folks, here on Twisted Tuesday. And we're going to wait till she bops back in again from being frozen. So we won't talk about that. So we'll talk about this. Had to share. Have you been to El Famous Ultimate Burrito? Wow. This is it. The Hillside or Hinsdale, if I'm correct. They have, it's in Summit. El Famous Ultimate Burrito in Summit. It's $7.95. Look at the size of this burrito, folks. Holy cow. Would you eat something like that? We lost Carol. So hopefully she'll log back on again. Check it out. El Famous Ultimate Burrito for $17.95 in Summit, Illinois. We lost Carol Brandolino, folks, here on Twisted Tuesday. I'm sure she'll log back on. We do have about 5 or 6 minutes left. Interesting stuff, folks. So until she comes on, let's not forget our good sponsors, Deutsch Power Center, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. Deutsch Power Center. Guys, Twisted Brandolino, Frankie Seta, how you doing, my brother? Have a great day. Tomorrow we'll be at the Village Pub in North Riverside. Thursday we'll be at Are We Live in Burridge, Illinois, right next to Capri, Gigi's place, great place. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday, we're making our debut at the Hard Rock Casino in Gary, Indiana. And Sunday, we'll be at Ron Onesti's Club Arcata Speakeasy in St. Charles with the Professor Daryl Armenstadt. But Daryl will be with us and the whole main event band at the Hard Rock Casino this Saturday on the 21st in Gary, Indiana. A couple other things coming up. Monday, September 30th, we'll be at the Tap House Grill in Lamont, Illinois for the Ruby Whiskers. Ruby, there she is. She's coming back again. Twisted Tuesday. That's okay. She's there. She's here. All right, Carol. September 30th, we'll be at the Tap House in Lamont, and that's going to be for Ruby Whiskers Dog Foundation, folks. $10 cover. I'll be the MC. Daryl Armenstadt, Frankie Setta, Felix Greco, Ronnie B, Louis Pipes, Kim Peterson LeFew, blah, 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 blah. We have a lot of money. All the money's going to go yet. It's in Lamont. Thank you so much for that.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah. October 19th, we'll be at the Premier Wine and Wine Bar at Speakeasy in Salem. Wine and Spirits. It's a new speakeasy out there. I love it. Can't wait. To Ocean's Rat Pack, October 13th at the Royal Oaks Theater in Joliet. And another St. Jude's benefit for Nick and Phyllis Sahajas, who are watching now from Greece, on the 24th of November at the Arcata Theater. That's going to be a great thing. We'll be at Forget About It Vineyard Winery on October 15th with the Rat Pack, and the Columbus State Bocce Tournament for hardcore Italians at the Casa Italiana in Melrose Park on the 28th of September. We've got the Oceanettes team, me, Joey Spins, Danny Mazzi, and Raffaello from Ace Hardware. It's a great event. You guys would love it's a great event to get out there and enjoy for $10 Burrito King. All right. There you go. So
can people just go out and watch the bocce tournament or bocce? Carol, I don't know how to pronounce it.
You come as my guest. You come. It'll be a lot of fun. You even bring Bobby when you guys have a ball. They have a car show there. They got food.
That's awesome.
That's all awesome. The teams. It's a lot of fun. That's the 28th of. We got 3 minutes left. So real quick, CNN has a pre-recorded broadcast to play during the end of the world. In it, a band performed a song. Anyway, imagine that. I mean, there was a show I remember. I was young, but I remember afterward. It was Orson Welles, and they did a radio broadcast, and people thought it was the end of the world. It was called War of the Worlds, which they made a movie of and a TV show of it. But people actually thought that the world was ending. Remember, back then, all they were listening to was radio, so they didn't know what was going on. But imagine what the world is coming to an end. What could someone say? Say we were live when we knew we only had 24 hours before the world was coming to an end.
Do you remember where you were on September 11th?
Yes, I was in New York City.
You were?
We were on the other side of town, working at the Jillies in New York City, on the other side of town. But we were in New York at 9/11. Yeah.
So look, at that point, you think for you, I can't imagine. Even me, I was here doing radio. I was on the morning show doing the news, and we were doing a live remote at the Will County Health Department that day. And everything started coming, and you did think for a minute, oh my God, this is it. Like, is this going to just continue? And this is an attack on everybody. It's going to keep happening. I think you just freeze and you think about who you want to call, right? Yeah. What do you want to say? Pray. I think a lot of people.
How about those people on those planes, knowing that, hey, we're going down, and you had to pick up the phone and call your wife or call your kids, and
I don't know what you do if it's the end of the world. What kind of message do they have?
I can just imagine what it could be like. It is crazy, folks. Crazy. And I hope we don't have to get to that.
No.
I hope we don't have to get that, folks. Mm-hmm. Twisted Tuesday, we are coming to the end of the hour. We have a minute left. You know what it's time for? It's birthdays for September 17th, folks. Sam Neill from Jurassic Park, 77 years old. Jason Bateman. I didn't realize he's only 55 years old. I thought he's a lot older, but he's actually a young guy. Yeah. Great actor. Bernie Williams, former New York Yankee, celebrating a birthday. One of my favorite female singers of all time, Bonnie Tyler, 71 years old. Model Joey Heatherton. Oh, boy, I remember her in the 70s. Woo, 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 as Ed Norton would say. Yes. John Bowser from Sha-Na-Na, 77 years old. Justin Timberlake. turns 40 years old. He's only 40 years old.
Come on, Jesus. Get
Yeah,
old.
40 years old. Art Garfunkel from Simon and Garfunkel. What a great voice he has. Still has, 79 years old. Tommy Lee Jones, great actor, 78 years old. Eric Burton and the Animals, House of the Rising Sun, 83 years old. Lou Diamond Phillips, 62 years old. Tony Riccio from the Ron Onesti organization. Tony Riccio and Cheryl, happy birthday, Tony. You got to love that, folks. Got to love that stuff. Agatha Christie, one of the great mystery writers, would be celebrating a birthday. Teddy Long, remember Teddy Long for all you WWF fans out there. Steven Seagal, 77 years old. Boy, oh, bold. And Samuel L. Jackson celebrating a birthday today, folks.
Hey, do you like Hulk Hogan?
Who?
Do you like Hulk Hogan? Hulk Hogan.
No, I liked Hulk Hogan when he went to the NWO, became Hollywood Hogan, when he became a bad guy.
He's going to be in Will County or Cook County at some different liquor stores this week, Wednesday and Thursday, promoting his real American beer. So I'll send you the list of where he's going to be. He's going to be at a couple of Jewels and then a couple of liquor stores.
Yeah, send him to me. If I got time, I'd like to go see him, because I was always, when he turned bad, when he went from the yellow and orange and red, and he went to the black, and he had a beard, and they called him Hollywood Hogan. That's what I liked. When he was a goody two-shoes, I didn't care for him. Guys, it's time. We got to go. And I just want to say, Carol, always great. And look, why I think we make a great team here on this show is we speak from our hearts. And sometimes our hearts get a little,
that's all right.
We will promise you listeners out there to be a little, we're not going to change completely. Let's not freak.
Just taking a break, okay? I won't do it for a long period of time. I may blow off.
Just give you a couple of hits here and there. But thank you guys for watching. We really do appreciate it. And again, let's get right to Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments. Download that Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Carol, Columbus Day float. We've been doing it now for the last 4 or 5 years. I have my own float, and you got to be on that one. It's going to be fantastic. It's a lot of fun. You go down Michigan Avenue. Television news everywhere. It's thousands of people. It's a ball. And you'll be on that float. We'll give you the date. It's going to be in October. It'll be a Monday in October. But we start early in the morning. We go downtown. There's a hotel where we park at. We have a lot of cocktails.
Thank you. I would
and then
love
we get
to
on the boat. Maybe get Bobby come with some. Bring somebody with you, and we get on the. Everybody has their own float, and we sing songs. We do it, and then it's the Tony Ocean float. And then the best part, it goes all the way through Michigan Avenue. You wave into people. It's a lot of fun. And at the end, Casa Italiana does a big buffet for food and drinks, and it is just. Ron Onesti's master of ceremonies. It's just a great thing. The main event band plays on the float, and it is a lot of fun.
Definitely.
Actually, I think on Columbus Day, it's a Monday. I'll text you the date. Guys, we got to go, but remember a couple things. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, and live entertainment. Guys, be kind to one another, man. Life is too damn short. But one thing we do agree on, you need to get off your ass and go vote to the polls.
Yes.
And bring like 10 people with you. Vote to the polls. If you don't vote, you can't bitch. If whatever the results are,
if you can't bitch.
You can't bitch. If your favorite person didn't win, why did that person or why did she win? Because you didn't vote.
Right.
So get on your ass and vote to the polls. Guys, in the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Carol Brandolino, have a great day. Don't forget, Brandolino Encore Music studio and store in Shorewood, Illinois. I think maybe we have to do a live broadcast from the store.
Yes, we can do that. We can do it anytime you want. Whatever day you want to come out on a Tuesday.
We will do it. Guys, you having a great day. Nick Sahajas and Phyllis in Greece. Oopa!
Opa! Yasu!
Opa, Oopa, Oprah, whatever it is.
Oprah.
Anyway, bye, everybody. Nick, take us out. Have a great day. See you tomorrow, everybody. Bye-bye. Oh, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony. Hopefully, I'll get my good buddy Carl Joseph to watch, be our co-host tomorrow. Should be fun. Bye, everybody. Have a great